Hey there YouTube, it's Nick with Feeding Fitness. Today is Wednesday, it is All You Can Eat Wednesday. Now if you haven't been keeping up, we're on All You Can Eat Wednesday 2.0 and on. So I will be doing a recomp diet, and I'm alternating between 2 days of low calorie, lower carb, and 1 day of high carb refeeding. And that's what today is. Today is the high carb refeed. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, please go back a couple of videos and you'll see where I explain everything, and I'll try and link it for you here and in the description as well to explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. It'll save you from wondering. But anyways, the goal for today is to eat back into a surplus. Like, I've spent 2 days at about a 600, maybe more calorie deficit. So today I'm gonna make up those 1,600 calories. I'm operating that my maintenance is around 3,100, which is reasonable for winter time. In summertime, it's more like 3,400 because I'm just much more active, doing yard work, going hiking, things like that. Wintertime, I'm fairly sedentary outside of work in the gym. So I've adjusted my calories to account for that. So today's goal is to keep fats as low as possible. I like to say under 40, but if I can get much lower than that, that's even better. Protein, at least 210, but again, hitting over your protein goal is fine. I think of any time you eat more protein than you need, protein just became expensive carbs, and that's okay. It's unnecessary, but it's okay. And I say that knowing full well that I will probably go over on protein today, and that's okay. Then carbs. I will eat enough carbs to put myself to make up for the 2 days of deficit. So that's 600 for 2 days is 1,200 calories. So 3,100 for maintenance plus the 1,200 I'm missing from the previous 2 days puts me at about 43. So I'll eat about 4,300 calories. Like I said, as little fat as possible, at least 210 protein, and the rest carbs. So we're talking 700 or more carbs before we count fiber. So that kind of explains what the goal is today. We'll start off things pretty basic. Little Special K cereal. What do we have here for the macronutrients on this? It's 100 calories a serving. I'm going to go with 2 servings. Just half a gram of fat, and that's key. We want to keep fat low. 25 carbs, 3 of which are fiber, and only 2 protein. But like I said, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to get a lot of protein in. Now here's something I almost never do. If you watch All You Can Eat Wednesday, I almost always use almond milk. But when we're trying to hit a massive amount of carbs, it makes a lot more sense to use skim milk. So 0 fat, obviously, because I'm keeping fat low, but this is 13 carbs and 8 protein. So both those things are beneficial for what we're doing. Normally I don't, also another reason I don't use skim milk is I always call it a waste of calories. Well, when you have 4,300 calories to eat, you're not really worried about satiation. So it's a no big deal to use that instead of almond milk, which if you watch All You Can Eat Wednesday, that's what I normally have. So I'm gonna go ahead and have this. I will also note, if you don't think this is of any value to you because you're never gonna or won't do a recomp anytime soon, this type of eating would work for you on a regular refeed day that you might do during a cut. The only difference between what I'm doing in a refeed on a cut is you won't eat quite so much over your maintenance. A refeed during a cut, I would say 100 or 200 calories over your maintenance. I'm eating, a full 1,000, 1,200 over my maintenance, but there's a reason I'm doing that. But you would eat the same types of foods with the same types of goals if you were just doing a regular refeed for a cutting diet. So I'll check back in with you and show you what I'm gonna have for dinner, but I'm gonna eat this cereal now because I am so hungry after the last 2 days of eating, very low carb, not very low, but lowish carbs and no real calories. 2,500 calories don't cut it. So here we go. All right, guys, dinner time coming up. I've got stuffed peppers. These are stuffed with ground turkey, the ultra lean. There are 4 green peppers. There's tomatoes and spinach and jalapenos and onions cut up in this. So I'm gonna go ahead and have this. It's basically just mostly protein and carbs, which is the idea for the refeed day. So I'll have this, and I'll tell you what's next. All right, guys, peppers were tasty as usual. Now let's look at ice cream. We're going with Kemp's frozen yogurt, mocha fudge, fat-free for the refeed. A lot of it. That is actually a pretty big bowl of ice cream. It's 4 servings. It's like a whole pint. So 100 calories a serving, no fat, 24 carbs, to protein. So just what you need for the refeed. All right, guys, for fat-free ice cream, that stuff wasn't bad at all, and it was a lot, so that was pretty tasty. This will be the last thing I eat here right now. I will eat the rest of my food at work, but here's what I've got going. Giant bowl of grits, and I make the grits pretty thick. I like them thick that way. It's 3 servings. I've got I think this is a cranberry bagel from Einstein's Brothers, and a cinnamon raisin bagel. There's a banana. And normally, you know, you make grits with butter and brown sugar, but butter just isn't gonna work, and I don't wanna go with straight brown sugar, so we'll use some syrup. And probably roughly a serving. So I'll mix that up, have some grits, bagels, banana, and that's a whole lot of food to eat, but then I've got even more when I go to work, so I'll show you that, and then that'll be it on the refeed day. All right, guys, I am off to work, and I'm bringing quite a lot of food to work. I will get made fun of tonight, and no less than 2 people will ask me, hey man, is it a cheat day tonight? They don't understand. So here we go. I've got carrots, nothing special here, just want to get some more vegetables in. Another cranberry bagel. Another cinnamon raisin bagel. Brings the bagel count up to 4. What's in there? Oh no, more bagels? Pumpernickel. And the last guy in there, onion. So yeah, 6 bagels on the day. I think that's roughly 1,600 calories in bagels. Easy, cheap, tasty, low fat. An apple, got my 2 fruits in. This whole thing of popped caramel corn, they're like rice cakes kind of, but better. Only half a gram of fat a serving, so we'll do all those. And then this is just the usual boneless, skinless chicken breast with some sriracha sauce on it. What I like to do is use either the pumpernickel or the onion or both of them to make like sandwiches out of that. So that's what's going on there. To stay awake, also to stay awake, I told you I'm over caffeinated. This is Kicking Horse 3 Sisters blend. It's a pretty good overall coffee blend. Now, work does provide coffee machines, but they taste like hot death. So we have a drip machine there, and we just bring our own coffee. I'm usually the one who brings it, but that's what I'm going with this week. So there's everything I'm taking to work with me. It's going to be a pretty big lunch. I will show you the macros, and then we are all done. All right, here we go. 23 grams of fat, so easily kept it under 40, even kept it under 30. That is great. This does not count the fish oil tablet I will take, so I mean, there's that too. Even with that, still way under the goal, which is perfect. Carbs, oh, almost 800, but 61 fiber, 240 sugar. Now, some of you may say, whoa, that's way too much sugar. You can't have that much sugar. On a refeed day like this, you really can. My sugar intake is lower on the other days. A good portion of this sugar too is lactose from the ice cream and from the milk. So that has no fructose in it, which is generally what people worry about is high fructose intake. And also you have to remember that since this is kind of a cyclical diet, though my sugar is high today, the next 2 days will be so low, it all kind of equals out. Protein 254, certainly more than I needed at around 210, but again, I explained earlier, that's fine, and I basically expected that to happen. So that is it for this edition of All You Can Eat Wednesday. Next week, I will either show you another low-calorie day, or I'll show you my flex day, which will just be like a regular, if it fits your macros, 3,000 calorie day. So it depends on how my schedule falls and just which day seems more interesting to me. So that's all I have to say. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, comments, questions down below, and if you have questions about the refeed, please watch the video I did on the refeed because they're probably answered there. If you have additional questions, you can ask them there, you can ask them here, I don't care. Or you can even ask them over at Facebook at facebook.com/feedeatfitness. And I will see you guys next time.